Hello my dear students, welcome back to your Chemistry 1 class. In last 2 classes, we had completed the identification test of cations, where we had learned about the identification test of 8 cations. But to identify any inorganic salt, you have to identify both cation and anion from there. So, today in this class, we will learn about the identification test of anion. If you can detect cation and anion present in a salt, you can tell the name and formula of the salt. So, today in this class, we will learn about the identification test of chloride, sulfate and carbonate ion. At first, identification test of chloride ion. To test any salt, any cation and anion, at first we have to make the stock solution of the salt, and we will work by using this stock solution. You know this. So, to test chloride ion, we have to use silver nitrate solution. We will use any chloride salt, stock solution of any chloride salt, that means sodium chloride, calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, any chloride salt, and we will add silver nitrate solution in this stock solution. So, how will we do the experiment? To show this, we will observe the video. Test of chloride ion by using silver nitrate solution.
Solutions containing chloride ions are usually colorless. We can test for the presence of chloride ions by using silver nitrate solution. To a small volume of a solution, add an equal amount of nitric acid. If you have too much solution, you may pour off the excess solution and leave only a small volume within your test tube. Proceed to add a few drops of silver nitrate solution. You will see that a white precipitate forms immediately.
Dear students, in the video, you saw the white precipitation was produced after adding silver nitrate solution in chloride salt. Actually, chloride salt reacts with silver nitrate and it produces silver chloride. This silver chloride, it is white in color and it is precipitated as white precipitation. The chloride ion present in any chloride salt reacts with silver nitrate, and the white precipitation, it is for silver chloride. Now, if we separate the precipitation silver chloride from the test tube, and if we add dilute hydrochloric acid, dilute nitric acid in this precipitation, then the precipitation will not be dissolved. The precipitation remains same. So we can tell that silver chloride doesn't react with dilute nitric acid. But if the precipitation is separated and ammonia solution is added in this precipitation, then the precipitation will be dissolved and diamine silver chloride will be produced. This diamine silver chloride, it is colorless solution. It is soluble into water and it makes colorless solution. So the precipitation silver chloride is insoluble in dilute nitric acid but soluble into ammonium hydroxide solution. Here silver chloride that is produced as white precipitation, it is white in color, and diamine silver chloride, it is colorless solution. Now detection of sulfate ion. To test sulfate ion, the following reagent is used. Here also, to test sulfate ion, we have to use sulfate salt, calcium sulfate, magnesium sulfate, copper sulfate, sodium sulfate, any sulfate salt. Stock solution of this sulfate salt will be produced at first. And to test this sulfate ion, here barium nitrate solution is used. Here with stock solution, barium nitrate solution is added to test sulfate ion. So test of sulfate ion by using barium nitrate solution. We will watch the video where the experiment is shown.
Solutions containing sulfate ions are usually colorless. We can test for the presence of sulfate ions by using barium nitrate solution. To a small volume of the solution, add an equal amount of dilute nitric acid. If you find yourself with excess solution, pour off the excess and leave only a small volume within your test tube. Proceed to add a few drops of barium nitrate. You will see that a white precipitate forms immediately.
Here also in the video you saw the white precipitation that was produced after adding barium nitrate solution in the stock solution where sulfate ion was present. Here the sulfate salt, that means sulfate ion of the salt, reacts with barium nitrate and it produces barium sulfate and nitrate ion. Here the white precipitation that was produced is barium sulfate. Here the color of barium sulfate is white and it is insoluble into water. So it is precipitated as white precipitation. Here also if we separate the white precipitation of barium sulfate and if we add dilute hydrochloric acid in this precipitation, then the precipitation will remain insoluble and no reaction will be occurred there. So here the white precipitation that was produced, it is barium sulfate. Now our last ion test, that is detection of carbonate ion. Here also to detect carbonate ion we need to make stock solution of any carbonate salt. sodium carbonate, calcium carbonate, magnesium carbonate, ammonium carbonate. Any carbonate salt is needed to detect carbonate ion. Here, to detect carbonate ion, to taste carbonate ion, the following reagents are used: dilute hydrochloric acid and lime water. By using this reagent, we can detect carbonate ion, and also by using barium nitrate or magnesium sulfate solution, we can detect carbonate ion from carbonate salt. So here, test of carbonate ion by using hydrochloric acid solution and magnesium sulfate solution. We will watch the video to show the experiment.
Three tests for carbonate. They are dilute hydrochloric acid test, magnesium sulfate test. Dilute hydrochloric acid test. Materials required: aqueous solution of the salt, dilute hydrochloric acid, lime water, test tubes and a dropper. Procedure: take a small amount of aqueous solution of the salt in a test tube. Using the dropper, add a small amount of dilute hydrochloric acid into the aqueous solution. Carbonate on reaction with dilute hydrochloric acid to produce brisk effervescence with the evolution of colorless, odorless gas of carbon dioxide. Cover the test tube containing solution with an empty test tube for some time and collect the gas evolved from the solution. Now, pour lime water into the test tube filled with gas. The lime water, which is the dilute solution of calcium hydroxide, reacts with carbon dioxide to form insoluble calcium carbonate, which turns the lime water milky. Magnesium sulfate test. Materials required: aqueous solution of the salt, magnesium sulfate solution, test tube and a dropper. Procedure: take a small amount of aqueous solution of the salt in a test tube. To this, add a small amount of magnesium sulfate solution using a dropper. Carbonate reacts with magnesium sulfate to form a white precipitate of magnesium carbonate.
Dear students, in the video, it was shown the test by using only magnesium sulfate solution. The same test you can do by using barium nitrate solution also. Here, magnesium sulfate reacts with carbonate salt and this white precipitation, that is magnesium carbonate. Here, magnesium carbonate is produced and it is insoluble into water, so it remains as white precipitation. Here, if you use barium nitrate instead of magnesium sulfate, here also the white precipitation of barium carbonate will be produced. Now, there is one problem. By using barium nitrate solution to any sulfate salt, the white precipitation of barium sulfate was produced. Here also, when barium nitrate solution is used to detect carbonate salt, the white precipitation of barium carbonate is produced. Now, how will you differentiate carbonate and sulfate ion? Because the both salts, sulfate salt and carbonate salt, they are colorless, they are white in color and they are soluble into water. So, to detect carbonate and sulfate, or to differentiate carbonate and sulfate, you have to use another experiment. By using barium nitrate with carbonate salt, the white precipitation of barium carbonate, and by using barium nitrate in sulfate salt, the white precipitation of barium sulfate is produced. But barium sulfate, that is white precipitation is insoluble into dilute hydrochloric acid. But barium carbonate, it is soluble into hydrochloric acid. So, to test sulfate ion, after adding barium nitrate, you will get the white precipitation of barium sulfate, and the precipitation will be insoluble into hydrochloric acid. But the white precipitation that will be produced for carbonate salt, that is barium carbonate, it is soluble into hydrochloric acid. In this way, you can differentiate sulfate ion and carbonate ion from their salt. So here, look, here when you add hydrochloric acid in any carbonate salt, then a gas is produced. The gas is carbon dioxide. Here, carbonate ion reacts with hydrochloric acid and it produces carbon dioxide and water. Now, when this carbon dioxide is passed into lime water, calcium hydroxide, then the lime water becomes milky. Why? Because lime water, calcium hydroxide reacts with carbon dioxide and it produces insoluble calcium carbonate. For this insoluble calcium carbonate, lime water becomes milky. So here, the milky lime water, that is calcium carbonate, it is white in color and it is insoluble into water and precipitated as white precipitation. And when you will use magnesium sulfate or barium nitrate, then the following reaction will occur. Here also, the carbonate ion of any carbonate salt, it reacts with magnesium sulfate and produces white precipitation of magnesium carbonate. If you use barium nitrate instead of magnesium sulfate, then also carbonate ion reacts with barium nitrate and produces white precipitation of barium carbonate. The both precipitation, white precipitation, these are soluble into hydrochloric acid and produces carbon dioxide gas. Magnesium carbonate, white precipitation reacts with hydrochloric acid and produces magnesium chloride, carbon dioxide gas and water. And the white precipitation, barium carbonate, it reacts with hydrochloric acid and produces barium chloride, carbon dioxide gas and water. So, in this way, you can detect carbonate ion from its salt. Now, by this way, by identifying the cation and anion, you can identify any inorganic salt. For example, when you will identify sodium chloride, an unknown salt, then you have to detect its cation, sodium ion, and anion, chloride ion, by using the same stock solution of sodium chloride. Here, we will see the identification of calcium sulfate salt. In calcium sulfate, there are two ions, calcium ion and sulfate ion. Here, calcium ion, that is basic radical cation, we will identify calcium ion from the salt and we will identify the acidic radical anion, sulfate ion from the salt. So, for this, you will make the stock solution of calcium sulfate and you will do the cation and anion both test by using the same solution. You don't know the cation and anion present in this salt. So, you will do all the experiment of cation test and anion test, and from there you will get calcium ion and sulfate ion present in the salt. And when you will get that in this salt calcium ion is present and sulfate ion is present, then you can tell that the salt is calcium sulfate. So dear students, today up to this we have completed our cation and anion identification test, and when our college will be opened, after opening the college, we will do all the experiment in laboratory. then it will be more clear to you. So, thank you everyone. Goodbye to all.